Vincent Allen with music of the solid rock himself, Jesus Christ. We've got the record giveaway quiz and various upcoming concert and fellowship information. First, here's Reba.
Gonna be a lovely day.
A lovely day.
My heart's rejoicing like a little bitty child. Now look at that clear blue sky.
The solid rock on 95.5 WMBS.
Counting down, he's gonna have all the time left when there is no more time around. Won't you please remember my father tells the other way, the other way, the other way, the other way.
From the album Give Me More Love in My Heart, Lionel Harris and Counting Down here on 95.5 WMBS. Vincent Allen and the solid rock. Our verse for the day is found in 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8, and we'll be quoting from the Living Bible for easier understanding for all our listeners. But first, here's Bob and Pauline Wilson here on 95.5 WMBS.
Many years old I traveled, trying to find my place to be, living my life thinking I was free. I'm thankful for the vision that the Lord Jesus has risen. Salvation here to behold. So keep our eyes on Jesus.
From their debut album on a Christian label, Somebody Loves You, Bob and Pauline Wilson, I'll Keep My Eyes on Jesus, here on 95.5 WMBS. Remember the designer name clothes craze? Couldn't afford it, huh? Me neither. But now we can at Bixby and Crothers. Bixby and Crothers is a name in itself, and now the big names in merchandise are on sale. Giorgio Armani, Bill Blass, Yves Saint Laurent, Calvin Klein, and more from 20 to 40% off. Save 20 to 40% on the big names in style. At Bixby and Crothers, we're the serious suit people, and we'll suit you like nobody else. Alterations are free, so come to Bixby and Crothers while supplies last on 20 to 40% off on designer names to build up your suit and sportswear wardrobe, or be like me and start one. Bixby and Crothers with 5 Chicagoland locations including Water Tower, Woodfield, and Evergreen Plaza. Sale ends August 31st. Bixby and Crothers. Walter Hawkins and the Family on 95.5 The Solid Rock.
We're in this world but not of it. It's destiny, we must accept it. My mind is made up.
From the album I Feel Like Singing, Walter Hawkins and the Family with a message we all need these days. Hang on in there. And our verse for the day is found in 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8, and we'll be quoting from the Living Bible. And it reads, "You love him, even though you have never seen him. Though not seeing him, you trust him. And even now, you are happy with the inexpressible joy that comes from heaven itself." 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8. That's from the Living Bible for easier understanding for all of our listeners. And also, be sure to see the suggestion box presented by the Nightlight Players at the Nightlight Christian Nightclub at 3447 West Irving Park Road this Saturday night at 8 o'clock p.m. A play called The Suggestion Box at the Nightlight Christian Nightclub. Call 539-6029 for more information, also at WMBS.
The other life ago, I never did believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. Miracles.
Billy Thetford and Miracles from his album More Than Magic on 95.5 WMBS. Vincent Allen's Solid Rock Weather for Chicago and vicinity. Tonight, variable cloudiness, chance of showers and thunderstorms late, low of 65. Tomorrow, becoming mostly sunny, high around 83, but cooler near the lake. Currently, it's 74 at O'Hare, 72 at Midway, and 71 degrees at the lakefront, and 95.5 WMBS.
He never turned his back on me.
Reba Ramble from her album Confessions and He Never Turned His Back on Me. We'll be back with a song from the solo album of a former Andre Crouch and the Disciples singer right after this.
There's a land so far away.
This summer, Eastern Airlines helps you to get away easy. Spend a week in the beautiful lands. Mexico City for as low as $380. The Bahamas. Nassau, Freeport, Paradise Island for as low as $389. The Caribbean. St. Thomas, San Juan, Montego Bay for as low as $452. These individual packages include 8 days and 7 nights in the beautiful lands, round-trip airfare, quality hotel accommodations, and more. The beautiful lands. Mexico City, the Bahamas, the Caribbean. Get away easy. Call Eastern Airlines at 312-467-2900 or your travel agent. Eastern Airlines, 467-2900. America's favorite way to fly. Prices effective through September 30th. Restrictions apply. It's quiz time on The Solid Rock. Tell me the shortest verse in the Bible and its reference, and receive the debut album of Russell Taff and his band. Russell Taff, former lead singer of the Imperials. This is an easy one, but here's the catch. You must be the 5th caller to call me at 591 WMBS.
Love what you do to me, love when you move to me, love when you say to me you never leave me alone no more. I'll be with you all the time. I love you and all to.
Former Andre Crouch and the Disciples singer James Felix from his album White as Snow and I Really Love You. And congratulations goes to Kilroy Rackett, who was our 5th caller and won that Russell Taff debut album. And he gave the verse which was found in the Gospel of John, chapter 11, verse 35, Jesus wept. And here is Andre Crouch on 95.5 WMBS.
This little song I'm putting together says, you don't have to jump no pews, run down no aisles, no chills run down your spine, but you know that you've been born again.
I know that I've been born again.
Andre Crouch and the Disciples live in London, and you don't have to jump no pews here on 95.5 WMBS. And we've got to remind you before we go that our verse for the day came from 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8, and we hope you use that for your everyday devotions and whatever memorization from whatever text you choose to use here on 95.5 The Solid Rock. And we won't leave you talking, but jumping here on The Solid Rock. And what better reason to jump is when we're talking about the Holy Spirit. Hope you enjoyed us, and tune in again on a long-term basis, better known as employment. Now here's Bob and Pauline Wilson talking about life itself, talking about being
In the spirit, there's a knowledge to be known. Far beyond the mind, where the heart is the place of home. In the spirit, all things are clearly seen.